Hi, everyone.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to Bellacraft Live and welcome back. Happy New Year and all of that good stuff. Oh, my goodness. Wow. What a couple weeks we've had off, right? Well, even being off, Ann still did a whole lot more work, but she's a workaholic. What can I tell you? But welcome back, you guys. I'm so excited. I apologize for being late. I had a bit of a dog emergency this morning.
A little bit.
Yeah, just a little bit, and I had to get that taken care of because my fur babies are my fur babies, and I got to take care of my girls. So, anyways, got it all taken care of, and we are good to go, and we are back, and I'm so excited. I miss doing lives.
I know, right?
I do. I really do miss it. I miss, just being creative and,
It's nice
uh,
to have a break
it is nice to have a break. Yes.
and get other things done. But yeah, it's routine and we just do the lives. And I love to see people here and I love to see how they're doing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So say hi in the comments if you're here so that we can see you. And if you're
Yeah.
watching the replay, just hashtag replay so we know that's what you're doing.
Yep. I'm trying to see where I am.
Hey, Jeannie. Happy New Year. I know. Happy New Year.
I know, right? It's so cool. All right. Why can't I find us?
Well, I found us. We're here.
Okay. I know, but I would like I
Jeannie
would
found
like
us.
to I would like to at least see comments when I'm trying to work and I
I
still
know.
haven't. Oh, anyways. All right. I'm not going to worry about it. Happy New Year, Jeannie. So
You
glad
can
you're here
you
with
can go
us.
ahead and find it when you put your camera down and I'll
Yeah,
just talk.
there you go. Yeah, because I can't find it right now. I'm probably not even looking in the right place because I can be a little. I have to have my computer. I don't like working on my phone. I don't like using an iPad. My computer is my life, my work life. Anyways, so
Yes.
we are so excited to be back. We've got some really fun stuff that we're going to be planning for the year. New year, new excitement. Anne has a new announcement to make, right? On what
Right.
we just did. So, hi, Amy.
Hey, Amy. Oh, yes.
Oh,
You haven't been here for live for a while. We're happy to have you back. Hi,
yes.
Sylvia.
Yeah. Hi, Sylvia. No, we are. Everything is okay, but it just needed to be taken care of right there and then. And of course, it was 9:57. What are you going to do? So
It's a good thing
uh,
she has Rich around to help her.
exactly. So I'm like screaming for my husband. And he's just like, what? So, anyways, okay.
You're supposed to
Yeah,
be live.
exactly. And then I could hear Anne as I'm dealing with this upset. I could hear Anne going, "Woosa, breathe, breathe," because I was yelling. Yeah, it wasn't pretty, guys. It really wasn't. Not my usual happy, you know, um, fun self. I was a little irritated, but anyways.
Hey,
So,
Beatrice.
hi, Beatrice.
You couldn't find us because we were late.
Yes,
Lisa
yes,
had an
yes, yes.
emergency with one of her puppies.
Yep, yep,
So that would be why. Sorry about that.
yeah. And again, I apologize for that, guys, because Ann and I can sometimes be like a couple minutes late, and that's usually because I'm talking and I don't know when to shut up. But this morning it was an actual emergency, so it needed to
Hey,
be taken care
Rebecca.
of.
Yes,
So,
happy
hi,
New Year,
Becca.
everyone. We are so excited for this year. We have
Yeah,
lots of things happening at Bella
you want to
Crafts.
tell them about the new fun stuff that we just did?
We actually have partnered with one of
Yeah,
our
look
creative
for
girlfriends. Many of you, if you don't know her, you know who she is, Tiffany Windsor. She is the daughter of Aline from Aline's Tacky Glue. They had Aline's Creative Living for 12 or 15 years. I still have videotapes of their segments.
Yes. Yes.
I loved that show. And when I
Yes.
met Tiffany in person, it was like, you know, it
Yeah.
was it was wonderful. And we met Aline in person. I mean, life is good.
Yes.
It is surprising how things happen. And I worked with Tiffany many years ago when she had Cool to Craft. Yes, Sylvia, VHS tapes. I do have those.
Yeah,
Um,
I know, right?
and they'll say Elaine's Creative Living or
Yeah.
Carol Cole, and I still have a VHS player. But
Yeah.
I worked with Tiffany many years ago when she launched Cool to Craft. And actually, one of my projects, my magazine purse, was one of her first videos to have like 500,000 views. Now it's over 1 million. But I mean, it was huge.
It was
And
an amazing project. I
yes,
mean, oh my
yes, I
gosh.
did love that project. But
Yeah.
Tiffany has been taking a break from the creative world. When her mama died, she just kind of needed some time, and she is getting back into it. And we are partnering with her. She has a new magazine called Periwinkle Pomegranate. It's so
What a
cute. I
cool name.
love the name.
What a
And we
cool
are
name.
publishing it for her. So if you are not on our mailing list, sign up. I'll put a link in here. When Lisa's doing her live, you can sign up. And also let me know that you just signed up, because then I can send it to you directly.
Right.
Actually, I will just put the link right in here to the magazine. So you
Oh,
can
yeah.
just go and look at the magazine, and there's a link right in there that you can sign up if you want to be on that mailing list.
Yeah, that'd be good.
That way you can see, it's such a beautiful cover. I'll pull up the cover when Lisa's doing her live on my phone,
It's
so you can see it. And this
it's
is
a
going
beautiful
to
magazine.
it is going to be 6 times a year.
Yeah.
So right
It's
now we
beautiful.
are working on the March, April
Yeah.
issue already. But we are thrilled to partner with her. Tiffany is a beautiful soul, and we love her dearly.
Yes. She
So
has done a lot of amazing things for a lot of people.
she
You know,
has, and
yeah.
I mean, I've done at events. She used to host like a Cool to Craft event, and I would go when they were in Minnesota and help her. And amazing the people
Yeah.
that would attend. I mean, and maybe that's why I love our events so much.
Yes. Well, of
I
course.
mean, it is wonderful. But Tiffany, she is so creative and such a dear, and we are so happy to be working with her and for her to come back into the
Yes.
craft world. It's something that never really leaves you.
No.
You might leave for a little bit, and she needed that time.
Yeah. Yep. She did. She did.
But we are so happy to work on this project with her.
Yeah.
And I will put that link in the chat so you guys can check out her new magazine.
Yeah, it is. It's a beautiful magazine. There is so much inspiration in there, and there's a few craft projects in there. It's just a gorgeous magazine.
And it's the premiere issue. It's 30 pages. Like our premiere issue of Bella Crafts was only 24 pages.
Yeah.
And now on average, it's between 68 and 80 pages.
Mm-hmm.
There was a point where our magazine was like 120 pages.
Oh,
and it would have like
that was a lot of work.
over 30 projects. And I thought, wait.
Yeah, it was.
Wait, let's hone this back down. So we keep it around 20 projects.
Yeah, it was a whole lot of work
for a free magazine, So but hers will grow, and we're happy to have her on board with Bella Crafts.
Yes, we are.
Hey, Brenda.
Yes,
Hey,
we are.
Sandy.
Yeah, hi, you guys. So we are going to be playing with Ann's product today. And I'm telling you guys all the time, I am her biggest cheerleader. No, I didn't use that one.
Oh, this was the top one. I just pulled it up.
Okay.
I have them. I have them all here.
Oh, there you go. All right. Yeah, I used the rectangle, and then I used this other cute little one for the
I got that
fastener.
one out here too.
Yeah. So, okay, well, you have them out. Mine are a mess. They're like shoved in baggies, and I don't want. And I don't want. Ann's gonna have show them to you nice and pretty. I have mine's a mess. So,
and they're magnetic, so they stick together.
Yeah. So I'm going to be showing you guys how to use the Rhinestone Genie with Ann's templates.
It's an amazing product.
It is so cool.
I mean, the first time I saw Dave sweep those rhinestones into those templates, and it took literally seconds. And I'm like, I need that.
Yeah.
Being a bling girl.
Then you turned me onto it, and I thought I lost my mind. I'm all about tools. I love tools. So anytime there's a good tool out that's going to help me, I love it. So I apologize for this again, you guys.
This is just her voice moving forward.
Yeah, apparently so. Apparently so. I can't worry about it. And it's not going to stop me from talking. So,
That's good.
Yeah, All right, so let me show you real quick what we're going to be creating today, because I also made it a shaker.
I'm going to see if I can make you big. Okay,
there. Wow. Let me get my fingers out of the way.
It's all right. So cute.
So that is it. This is it's not real big. Let me see what size it is. I know it looks a lot bigger than it actually is. It's probably, yeah, it's 4.5. 4.5.
You love shakers. Rebecca says fun shaker, her favorite.
Yep.
It is so cute.
So
and Valentine's Day, people.
I know, right? And then on the inside, this is where, and I put mine up here. This is where I didn't do all the doodads and everything on the inside, because I thought you guys can figure out, what you want to do. But you just add the papers on the inside, and then you can add pockets and all kinds of
photos.
Frames. All kinds of fun stuff. It's from the company that I fell in love with online from Amazon. So I'll put a link in for them, or Ann can put a link in for them when I put my head down.
Tell me the name of it again. I didn't.
KS Crafts.
Okay. Yep. I'll get a link for you guys.
Yeah. She also has a really good, what am I trying to say? YouTube channel. Yeah. She's got like 8,000 or 9,000 people on her YouTube channel. And she's got some pretty cool stuff on there too. Nice. I really love their dye, or their dyes. So I'll show you when I put my head down what it looks like and all of that. So let's see. Anything else that we need? You're sponsoring today, right?
Yes. You will be receiving something from Rhinestone Genie. I reached out to Dave.
Oh, Dave's going to. Yay.
So it might be a gift certificate, or it will be something from me, from Rhinestone Genie.
Okay, fun. So that's going to be the giveaway for this week. So in order to get in the giveaway, you have to like, comment, and share my video here. Also Ann's video when she goes on at 2 p.m. Central Time today.
Hashtag Bella Crafts.
Yep, and hashtag Bella Crafts. And make sure too that, if you haven't done so already, head over to Rhinestone Genie's Facebook page and give them a like also, because we love when, we got to share the love with our sponsors, because we've said it a million times. We could not do this if we didn't have our sponsors. So We want to
Yeah,
make sure that we support them and
I'll
all the
put all those
small,
links in.
yeah, and all those small companies, the small businesses,
The
you know.
family-owned companies or the one-woman, two-woman-owned companies.
Yeah, Ann and I are very passionate about small business.
We are.
We've both had our own, and we know how hard it is. So yeah, that's why we love it so much. So I shall then switch my cameras and we will get started and I'll show you how to make this.
Okay.
So
And
easy.
Sandy, any news about the virtual event? I am working on it.
Oh, there you go.
I should have everything set by the end of the month. And I will I'm sending it out first to those that signed up last year so that they get first chance at the goodie boxes, because those will be limited again. Last year we had 110 of those. So I want everybody who came last year to have the first chance. But we will also have a option if you don't want the goodie box to sign up. And I'm increasing, okay, it's 2.5 days, but we're going to have previews the couple days before. So we are so excited. There's a
Yeah.
lot happening. I need to just get it all lined up and set up. I needed to get Tiffany's magazine done before the first of the year to get that out of the way. And now my focus is the event for the next couple weeks. So I will have some information to all of you. Yes, I'm glad you can't wait. We are so excited. We do have, for sure, Eileen Hall is coming back.
Yeah.
And yeah, so some
I'm
of our
gonna do
teachers
a
are
class.
coming back. What?
I'm gonna do a class.
Lisa is going to do something.
Yes,
Yes.
I am.
We are excited. So we're going to have more classes than we had last year. And we are so excited. So
Yeah.
I am just trying to get all the details in place. It is going to be in April. That is firm. That I had to confirm with some of my teachers to make sure the ones who are going to be there in person with us, that those dates worked. So yes, we are excited, and thanks for asking. I'm going to pop out and I will put links in while Lisa does this cute little project.
All right. So let me get centered here a little better. There we go. Okay. So this is what we are creating today. So cute. And it's all about the rhinestones because Ann and I both love the bling. And then also at the last minute, I decided to add this foiled embellishment down here. And I'll explain to you when I get started how I did that. And that's also using Ann's papers. So I will show you or tell you how I did that too. So this is what it looks like. And then here is you pull the handle up and then you have all of these, little pages in here that you can put all kinds of cool stuff in. You can make pockets, you can put photos in here, all kinds of just super fun stuff. But I wanted to concentrate on the bling in the front because that is like the best.
I love
Love
that
it.
little extra piece of foil down there at the bottom.
Yeah, that was a last minute ad because
That is beautiful.
it was just something that I felt like it just needed something. And I'll just explain it now. What I did with this is I used some of Ann's black toner sheets. You guys have seen us use them, tons of times. So I used the black toner and then I put the foil, this silver foil, on the black toner paper and ran it through. So I had a full sheet of this right here. And then I just die cut some stuff out. So it's really simple to do. The toner sheets, I didn't use them a whole lot when Ann first started with her papers. But then I started playing more and more with them, and you can do so many cool things with just the black toner sheets, because you can add any foil that you want on the top and then die cut your elements out. I
Right.
love that. I love it. It's just, it's fabulous. So I get excited about it. All right. So what we're going to do first is we're going to add our bling. Now, I got my little tray here, my cool little tray, and I really got to figure out how to make this better, because I'm afraid that one of these days it's going to go pop. And the way my morning's been already, it might even be today. So we'll just hope that that does not happen. But you want to start with a metal tray, okay? Cookie sheet, dollar store, easy to do. And then what you got is these templates. Now Ann's going to show you her templates. When we get done, she'll show you the different templates that she has for this. So it's so perfect because you're going to put the rhinestones in right here. Well, you'll just see how it works. So you need this, and then you're going to need a piece of adhesive paper. Okay. And then, of course, you're going to need your rhinestones. And then you need this brush. So let us get started. And what I'm going to do to show you guys, because I'm only using part of this rectangle. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to tape off the other parts that I'm not going to use. So that way, and I know that you guys have seen us do this too, but it's also, it's fun to show you again, how to do this, because that way you get so much more out of your templates if you can change them up. So that's what I'm doing here. I'm just going to cover these last 3 holes in this bottom, because you'll notice on the paper that I'm putting it on that that's not going to fit on my whole paper. So that's the reason why I'm just doing a partial with it. So let me grab my iron. Okay, so now what you're going to do is you're going to take the rhinestones and you're going to pour them all out. Well, not all of them, because I have a whole bunch in here. Okay, just pull a pile out. There we go. And we're going to do this in a couple steps. So this first one, okay, once you pour them in, then you're going to take this nifty little brush here, and you're just going to circle. And as you do that, the rhinestones pop into the template, in the holes of the template, to where you can do multiple rhinestones at once. And for me, I think that's awesome. Now, every once in a while, you will get one that turns, so you don't worry about that. You can either put it all back in and fill it that way, or another way, if there's only like a couple of them, then sometimes what I'll do, just to save time, is to just take one of my little dabber things here and pick that up and then just plop it in there, because there's only a couple of them. So just to save time, normally what I would do is I would just keep going, and they fill really, really fast. So you don't have to worry about that. But this is just an amazing way to put all these rhinestones in on your projects, at one time. So it's really cool. There we go. All right. So now once you have that on there, then what you're going to do is you're going to take all these excess, take all of these up out of the way here. Okay. We're going to just move them all out of the way. There we go. And then what you're going to do is just take your brush and just kind of go over the rhinestones just like that, just so they're sitting and they're going to sit in the same direction. So because the holes in the template are tiny bit bigger than the actual rhinestones, so that that's the reason why we do it like this. So you smooth them down, there you go. And then what you're going to do is you're going to take this piece of adhesive. Let me get all of this out of my way here. We're going to take this adhesive and we're going to peel the back off of this. And you want to hang on to this sheet, okay? Because you can reuse these over and over again. Now, rhinestone, this process of doing this can be done on all surfaces. You can do it on fabric, glass, wood, paper, so all the surfaces, which makes it really, really cool. So then you're going to take the adhesive that you got here, and you don't want to hesitate on your template, right? You want to go straight down and then just lay it down. And the reason to do it that way is sometimes if you hover over it with the adhesive in your hand, the adhesive is going to pop, or the rhinestones are going to pop up. So you don't want them to do that. So that's the reason why you just slap it down there and don't worry about it. And then you're rubbing it with my finger just so I make sure that all of those rhinestones are going to fit nice and pretty on my paper, or on my adhesive here. And then what we're going to do is we're going to peel this off. So you slowly pull it back. Okay, just like that. Okay, I'm going to move this up out of the way. Oh, I missed one. I just saw that. All right, that's not a big deal, because if you miss one or whatever, you can always add them later. Oh, I missed two. Jeez, what was I doing? I wasn't paying attention, obviously. All right. Now, this is just something that I do. Anne does it a little bit different, but this is something that I do. I like to lay the adhesive backing back on it, just so I can go back over and push all of those down onto the adhesive to make sure that they have it pulled up a little bit, because sometimes they will do that. So this is just my little tip on how I do that. So then I'm going to take my backing off again, since I made sure that all my rhinestones were on there the right way. All right. And then I'm going to move this up out of the way for now. And then I'm going to lay this down. And then what you're going to do is you're going to take your adhesive very carefully. Okay. And then you're going to lay this right on top of your whatever project that you're working on. So you just lay it down and then push down on them, and just make sure that they're going to be sticking on there really, really good. Okay. So, and the reason why I didn't worry about these two is because what I can do after I'm done is just add a little dot of glue and put the rhinestone in that way. So that's why I don't fuss with it if it's only just a few. It just makes it easier, I think. All right. So now we've got that down, and now we're going to take our iron, and you're going to use a hot iron, no steam, and you're going to lay it on top. Okay, about 15 seconds or so. And you'll notice I'm not moving my iron around. Excuse me. I'm just laying it right on top, because if you move it around, sometimes you can shift the rhinestones. So you don't want to do that. So you're going to leave that on for about 15 seconds or so. And then when you're done with that, then you come over here and you do the same thing on the rest of it. And then you just Wait and make sure that they're on there really, really well. That should be good. And then if you're using this like on fabric, on fabric, you have to do it a little bit longer. But this is just perfect for all paper projects. Okay, and now what we're going to do is we're going to lift this back up and make sure you want to go slow on this part, okay? Make sure that as you're lifting that your rhinestones are staying down. If you have one you're pulling and you have one pulled up, just lay it back down onto the paper and just heat it again. Okay, now from here, what you're going to do is take this and plop that on there because that you can save and reuse. Now, Anne, I don't remember. You can reuse these like what, 10, 15 times on paper?
Depending upon what you're using it on, about 10 on paper.
Okay.
On fabric, a little less depending upon, how much pill it has.
Okay. All right. So now I'm going to pull my tray back over here again because I want to do the handle now. So I could have done it all at once, but I just find it easier for me to do one at a time. All right. So same thing. I'm going to put my template down. And this one is, really simple because it's just this little tiny piece. So I'm just going to put those in there and smush them. And then you can see how quick they go in. It just never ceases to amaze me. This always reminds me of when you emboss, like for the very first time with heat embossing. And, you just go, oh my gosh, you can't believe that, that it's actually working and that it looks so cool. That's how I feel about this. All right, so I've got a couple of them. There we go. Now we're all in. All right, so we're going to, again, scoot these all out of the way. And then I cut a smaller piece of my adhesive paper for this. And I'm going to peel that back off. One more time. There we go. And then lay this right on top. And just repeat that process. All right, so we should be good. And then we're going to lift this. Oops. There we go. Okay, and then again, because I don't know if you can see it, but see, sometimes they pull up just a tad. So for me, this technique has always worked the best for me. So again, I put the backing back on, push them all down, make sure everything is where I want it to be. And then I peel this back off. And again, save your backing. And then I'm going to put this onto my closure. So lay that down. And again, we're going to put this right on top. There we go. Just like that. And then again, we're going to heat set it. So the reason this works so well is because they have adhesive on the back of them. And that's what, when you heat it with an iron, that's what makes them stay. And not, because a lot of times you can get the regular stuff that you can just peel off and stick on. I have never had a whole lot of luck with those. So for me, this has always worked the best when I want to lay a lot of bling down. All right. So again, I'm going to take my nifty little tool here and peel that back. And now I have my handle. Okay, so we're going to add that. Now, this last part for this, you'll notice that I did not do the down here. And that's just because for right now, and I'm not going to do it for right now because I've already showed you how to do all of this, but I didn't do this part, but I did on my finished. So what you're going to do is you lay this down and you find the bottom, get out of the way. You find the bottom of where you want to put it. And then you're just going to do that last, you're going to block off these two on the ends. So tape, put a little bit of tape over that. And you're only going to be using this little row right here. Okay, so that's how you're going to get to finish out the rectangle for this. So it's super easy, just lay it down, block off the one. You don't have to worry about these because, you're just trying to get this part in. Okay, so now that I've explained that, now we are ready to put all of this together so you can see how cute it all goes. Now, this set, excuse me, this set comes with 2 different size dies for the tags. Okay, so we've got this size, which is what I'm using. And then there's also a smaller size in here if you want to do something a little bit smaller. So this is a tiny one. And then they've got little doodads that you can, put on your holes and stuff if you want to add ribbon or whatever. So I wanted to show you that. Okay, so now we are ready to put it all together. Now, let me grab my other tools here and get some of this other stuff up out of my way. All right, I'm going to move that all out of the way. Okay, so now for this part, what you're going to do, okay, let me get all of this together first. So you're going to cut out the main part of it, okay, which is this one, okay. So you're going to die cut 3 of these. Now, I did these on chipboard, okay, because it is a book. It's something that's going to be opened and closed, and people are going to be messing with it. So I always like to have my bases be very sturdy. So you're going to cut 3 from white chipboard or heavy cardstock. 100-pound cardstock would work just as good. Then you're going to cut 2 pieces of adhesive. This is from Thermoweb. So you're going to die cut just the one side of the die, and you're going to cut 2 of those. And then you're going to cut, I think I did 9 of these. Let me check real quick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. So 7 or 8 or 9 pages. Okay, 9 pages because I have this one here. Okay, so now what we're going to do is put this together. So you're going to start with your front first. And then once I get this on here, then I'm going to add a little dot of glue on each of those places where my rhinestone, I didn't wait for it. So we're going to get this on first, and then I'll add those. So let me get my glue ready to go here. Okay, so we're just going to add some glue. You can also use double-sided tape. You guys know me. I just like to use tape. I mean, glue. I've just found in all the years that I've been doing paper art, I've just found that, my projects that I have made with glue last the longest because I have projects that I created, 15 years or so ago, and they're still together, which, a lot of time with tape, tape can pull up. So that's why I like to use glue. That and the other reason, probably the real reason, is because glue gives me a little bit of time to move stuff around in case I don't get it on straight the first time. All right, so you're going to start with this, adhere this one down, and then right now I'm going to add just a couple little dots of glue so I can finish off my little rhinestones here. Well, that was more than a dot, but that's all right. And those of you, if you're wondering, this tool that I'm using for the glue, I am having some difficulty with my hands, and I have a hard time sometimes, just because they hurt to use them a lot. So I have found with this is a new tool that I just got. This is from My Sweet Petunia. She is the one that does the Misty. And I have to tell you, this is ingenious. Just like the Misty was. It makes it so much easier if you have problems with your hands. It just makes it so much easier to do things, to squirt glue and add, when you're adding glue to your project. So if you're having trouble with your hands, ladies and or gents, yeah, this is really, really cool. And I have to say, I'm going to do a public service on this right now, real quick, before I finish. Okay, so this comes originally with this glue. She thought this out so much that she has on the top here, top of the glue, you got this really pretty crystal top, right? It also has a pin in it that is going to help keep your glue nozzle unclogged. But what I really love is that this will fit right here so you don't lose it. So she put it there, which I just think is just fabulous. And then you're just going to take the glue. This is the white glue, and just put it in like I have my zip dry. And it works perfect for even this. So it also comes with an extra empty bottle. So just to let you guys know, I am not, not getting paid for that. It's just that when I find a really good tool that I like, I love to share it because I know there's a lot of people, especially, when you get to be my age where, you're starting to have problems with your hands, whatever. All right. So I've got my last two on there. I've got some glue right there that's annoying me, but I'm not going to worry about it. Okay. So now what we're going to do is we're going to flip this over, and then we're going to add, oh geez, this is the hard part because it's clear. There it is. You're also going to cut one clear plastic out of the solids or the outline of the die, this side. Okay, so you're going to cut one piece of this window plastic. Okay, now what I also did once I die cut it, I also just took my scissors and took a little off of each end just so it would fit on there just a little bit better. And I didn't have to worry about it being exact. Okay, so for this, I like to use double-sided tape for windows because I have found that, you can use glue, but for me, what usually ends up happening is my glue usually ends up um, all over my window plastic once I get it in. So I stopped doing that. So we're just going to add some tape on all four sides of the cutout. That one there. And then we're going to put another one over here on the other side. And what you need to do, I didn't do it on this. I actually probably should stop and do it now. You want to make sure that you have all these ends covered so your stuff doesn't come out. All right. I was just being in a hurry and didn't want to. But you really need to get all of your ends covered so your confetti doesn't fall out the side. All right. So there, we've got all of our tape on. Gonna need another little piece right here. So just make sure that you cut your tape just a little bit longer. All right, and then we're going to peel all this off. Does anybody have any questions yet? I must be doing. Oh, there is.
Okay. Jeannie was wondering what kind of dye storage that was.
Oh, that I got. I pretty much get everything from Amazon anymore. I really should buy stock in the company. But yeah, it was from Amazon. I will go back and look, Jeannie, at the site where I got it, and then I'll put it in the comment section after I'm done. Okay, so you'll know. It came with a whole lot. Let me show you real quick. Okay, so this is the package that it came in, and it's huge, and it has tons of pockets in here, and it has all different sizes. It's got small, big, thin, like for slimline, all different kinds. So I will check on that and then let you know where I got it from. All right, I'm going to unplug my iron so I do not electrocute myself or burn myself. It's more like it. All right, so now we're going to.
It's just fun to watch you.
All right, so we're going to add our window plastic. And then too, if you get to this point and you like put it on crooked or whatever, just cut it off. It's not a big deal. Okay, and then what we're going to do is we're going to take these two adhesive pieces and we're going to put these together. Now I did the same thing. I die cut them with the front, with the die that I call the front side, which is this one. Okay, so I did two of them so I would have, a little bit more room. Get this peeled off here. This part is a little tricky, I have to say. Okay, so what we're going to do, maybe because this stuff is so sticky, and I did trim the sides and the bottom off a little bit just because it makes it much easier because you don't have to be exact when you put it in, and you're not seeing it anyways, so it doesn't really matter, right? All right, so we're going to add those two pieces together, and then we're going to peel it off and then add the one right on top here. Okay, and put that down. There we go. And then I'm going to pull this off. And for this first, the inside pages, this is what I call the second page. So when I'm doing my blog post and I'm doing the instructions for it, you guys will see that I'm referring to this as page 2. So for this one, and this is the only one that I did it on, you're going to cut 2 2 pieces of your pattern paper are going to be for this next step. Okay, so we're going to lay this one down first because this is the one that's going to show through. So I want to just lay that down right on top there. Whoops. See, I rarely get anything down when I'm using adhesive on the first try. All right. And then because I did not want to leave it white because this is now the beginning of your book, then this is where I added the second piece. But this is the only step or the only page that has the 2 like this. Okay, so we're going to add that piece down. And now you're just down to decorating and putting it together. So you're going to fold in on the sides, of course. And, you know, the folds are there. So you just fold them up. Okay. And then when you go to put it together, now you can do this part 2 ways. You can put your paper on now and add it to your book, or you can do the opposite and put your white pieces in and then add your paper. That's how I did it, but you can do it either way. Okay, so then what I'm going to do with the rest of these, because I wanted to have more than just 1 page. That's the reason why I did the 3. So I'm going to fold this one back. Come on. It's a little harder to see the score lines, especially because it's on white, but also too, it's hard to, oh geez, it's hard to see. I forgot what I was going to say. Anyways, it's hard to see those folds. Oh, I know what I was going to say. And it's hard too because it's on chipboard. So chipboard is heavier, so it makes it a little bit harder to see. Or fold, I should say. All right. So I got this last one. Come on, baby. There we go. Okay. Put my last fold in here. This last one is giving me problems. Of course it is. Ah! There we go. All right. Let me pull that back a little bit and see if I can get it. There we go. That way. A lot of times what I do when I'm having trouble with score lines on dies, it doesn't happen very often, but a lot of times I'll take my ruler and put my ruler up against it. It's just a tip that I do. I'll put the ruler up against where the fold line is, and then I'll use that to hold it in place, and then also so I can do my score. Get it nice and folded. Okay, so now what you're going to do from here is just put it together. So you've got your first 2 pages, and then we're going to add this. And for here, I didn't worry about, I didn't have to add all of that on the inside, did I? Yeah, we'll wipe it off. Okay, I didn't worry so much about this part as far as looks goes because you're going to cover it up anyways. So what you can do is you can do, 2 or 3 windows in here if you really want to, because you've already got them die cut. So you can go ahead and just do some more. All right, but I didn't want to do that because I just wanted it to be pretty on the front. Okay, so we're going to get that mess up out of the way. This is another reason why I have this and my other nifty smaller one, or bigger one, I should say, because this moves the glue off so quick when you are gluing something that you're not supposed to glue, and then you remember, oh, I'm not supposed to glue that part. There you go, guys. Welcome back to Lisa's live. Oh, where she's insane as always. All right, so now I'm just gonna add a little bit of glue just down here on the edges and then the bottom. Okay, so we've got that down. And like I said, I'm not worried too much about this because I'm going to cover it anyways. And then you're going to flip this, and then you're going to do the same thing, except for you're not going to glue the whole thing. So you're just going to glue the edges. And then down at the bottom, here we go. That's what it's supposed to look like. All right. And then you lay this part on. And glue that down. There we go. And now you're ready to add your inside pages. So what you're going to do, of course, is just start adding. You've got all these, I cut out all these beautiful papers. So we're just going to glue these in real quick. I'm not even putting a whole lot of glue on it because I just want to get it so we're not here all day. All right. And then I'm going to add another piece. See, so this part, actually, the whole thing goes rather quickly. You could put this together in about an hour. Even if you were doing pockets and stuff, it might take you a little bit longer if you're putting like tons of embellishments in there. But to put it together, it doesn't even take more than an hour. So it goes by quick. And then I'll show you something else that I did. Because, every time I use a new die, if it is for interactive cards or things like this, I always, always, always do a sample first. Like I'll cut out my sample first. And then that way I'm not using my good paper and, ruining my good paper because I didn't have it on, because I didn't put it together right or whatever. So for me, it just always saves time to do it that way. All right. Then we got this last piece for here. And then we've got the back cover. So we're going to add this one. A little crooked there. But this other one, and I'll show you here in a sec what I'm talking about. And then this one is just for the back. Now, my first thought was because I'm going to put my closure on the back. So my first thought was to do it this way and then cover it. But then I was worried that maybe I wasn't going to get it on there good enough. So what I did was I did glue on the backing first, and then I added this over the hole and did it that way. So, because you really want to make sure that your closure is on there really, really good. I want to make sure that you got a nice, good adhesive seal on that because it's going to be up and down. So you want to make sure that it's going to be pretty. And then what I did with this was I took another piece of white cardstock, and then we're going to glue the two together just to give it a little more heft to it. Okay, because you want like I said, you want your enclosure to be on there and be able to be opened and closed a lot without it falling apart. So after I got them glued together, then what you're going to do, I just kind of went like this just to kind of fold it over like that. And then I just added this to the back. So for this, like right now, I'm just using my regular glue, but for this, I would definitely use a glue gun because that is going to get your hold on there a whole lot better. I mean, the glue is going to hold it good, but you know, there's times when when you really should use the hot glue. And I think this is probably one of those times. All right. So we're going to make sure that that is on there good. It's going to take a couple minutes to set. Okay. So we're going to just pretend like it's going to sit there. Let me see. Do I have a... Nope, I don't. Okay. So then when you get that on, okay, now you've got your whole book. And it's just all together. And then what I did, as I said, for the finished one, I added a couple pieces of the Velcro on these Velcro circles. I absolutely love these, you guys. I talk about them all the time. They are perfect for craft projects, for any time you need something to stay shut. So I did put these on with a hot glue gun, though. So just to let you know, so it's got a little bit more stability. And then what I did here is I just added a little sticker here and a couple little hearts. And then the foil piece down here, I just thought really added that extra part to it. So once you have this, okay, then you'll fold that over and that will be your enclosure like that. Okay. Now you can also do this where you can leave it your side like this. You can leave it just plain white because, you know, it's pretty. It's not, it doesn't look unfinished because there's white in the pages. So you can leave it that way. What I did was I just added a little piece of pattern paper there on it just to kind of cover those up. But either way, you know, it doesn't matter. I will have the dimensions and all of that on my blog post for the little details like that. Now, I wanted to show you this because I think I'm going to do something with this one. This was my sample. But what I loved about this is I loved the black and the white with the different contrast. So I'm thinking that I might want to do something with this too, maybe later, because I just love the black and white. But of course I had to have color, you know. Thank you, Linda. Have to have color for Valentine's. It's got to be nice and pretty. Oh my goodness, and I forgot the shaker stuff. Oh gosh, you guys. All right. So
Beatrice asked about that. Did I miss the shaker stuff?
Oh, yes, I forgot the shaker stuff. All right. So before you put your front piece or your pieces on, once you have your welcome to my world today. It's just been one of those mornings. Once you have your adhesive page down, your adhesive pieces, then take your confetti. I had some little hearts and some little flowers here that I used, pour them in, and then you're going to add this page and then also this one, and that will cover, so it will look like this. And I'm sorry, I completely forgot about the shaker. I was so into what was going on with the rhinestones. But yeah, so you just add it before you add this one piece right here. Okay, pour them in and then just cover them with that, and you're good. And see, you can do so many cool things with this and just have so much fun. And for all kinds of different, you know, different themes. You don't have to have Valentine's. You can do it for all kinds of different themes. I just thought it was a fun book. So there you go. But yep, don't forget to add your shakers or your confetti in there, guys. But again, I'm doing my blog post, so all the instructions with photos will be on my blog, so you'll, or on our blog, I should say, so you can see where I messed it up. But you know, it's just before you add that one piece or those two pieces, and then you're good to go. But there you go. I hope you guys like it. It's a really fun project. And what a great way, once again, to do rhinestones so quickly. Love it. Otherwise, you'd have to do it one by one by one. Yeah, no, not having that. Okay, fun. All right, talk amongst yourselves. And I will get my camera switched here. There we go. All right.
Well, it was a lovely project. I mean,
even if I forgot the confetti.
Well, I had Beatrice's question marked, so I could ask you. So, what about the confetti?
Yeah.
Interrupt your flow. Cassie, where is the winter issue? Was there a winter issue of Bella Crafts? Lisa disappeared. I'm not sure what happened to her. Yes, there was a winter issue. Cassie, send us a private message on Facebook on Bella, and I will get you the link for that. You must have missed the email. It came out the first part of December. So yes. I'll be happy to send that link to you. Sandy said, great idea, using when you have a whole thing of silver on the toner paper. You can die cut it. And I do that a lot after for a second impression, like when I pull it off the print paper, I'll put it on the black. So there's a little black and silver, but all silver is beautiful.
Yeah. Yeah, I love
Brenda
this.
says, I hope I can join this year, but we'll have to see. Yes, Brenda, for the event. Even if you can't make all of the workshops, if you pay to come to the event, it is there for you to rewatch whenever you want and catch up on those workshops you may have missed.
Yeah, because there's a lot of them. And, you know, we understand that you can't you can't sit for,
I'm crazy, hours. So I want to do it all.
Yeah. You know what? I mean, you might want to watch this for 30 hours just to see me be a complete mess, but I only pop in occasionally. So
I do let her eat.
She does let me eat, but she does make me get up way early.
I do.
But I would do it for her any day of the week, and she knows it.
Yes. Yes, which is good.
Yeah, I did not catch any. See, I don't even know why I have my iPad up there, because I just get so focused. Yeah, and see what happens when, even when I am focused, I still forget.
Well, I was going to ask you while you were going, and I thought, no, I'm just going to let her continue and
let her make a fool of herself.
I mean, I saw you make the thing for the shaker.
I did. Yeah. And it looks really good as a shaker.
So I put a link in here for Rhinestone Genie, and if you use the code Ann Butler, you'll get 10% off.
Nice.
And so I have rectangles, so those are perfectly fit for A2 cards.
That's what I used, was the rectangle on mine.
And then I have the tags, because you guys know I love tags.
Oh, those are my favorite.
They're my favorite.
Yeah, I have to say I love using them.
The ovals.
Oh, I love the ovals.
All of these are fit nicely for A2, but they'll also fit larger cards and smaller cards, because there's so many sizes. And then the squares. circles. And then
Yeah.
these are the first two I did. And I did them to match my 1 inch and 2 inch squares and triangles with Unity Stamp Company.
Mm-hmm.
So those work perfectly. So if you take all of the triangles and stamp them out, this will fit perfectly over it.
Yeah.
And this is for the 1 inch, which I just happen to have right here. The pillow I did.
I love that.
I mean, this pillow is so gorgeous and so easy to do because you just line it up. And that is one of my favorite pillows. I love pillows, like I love tags.
Yeah. Yeah,
But
but you know what's so cool about that too, though, is like for instance, on this, if you wanted to, you want to line it up if you're going to do another one, you can just put this in the holes that you've already, the rhinestones that you've already done,
yeah.
and then it's going to be a perfect fit every time. And what I love too, because they are adhesive back, you've had that pillow for a while now, and
Oh
it's been
yeah.
up and down, and you have not lost one
It's been out
rhinestone
in
off
the
of that.
winter taking photos.
Yep, yep. And you haven't lost one rhinestone off of it. So that is like quality
Well,
work.
and
It's
if you
quality
do it on
product.
fabric, they're machine washable.
Yeah,
So
that too.
um,
So
Brenda said I'll have to save for a bit since it's in April. Brenda, I have a new we have a new platform that we're using. So I might be able to even offer the event in payments. So
that'll be nice.
instead of paying the entire thing all at once. So maybe you can make a payment in February, March, and April to make it easy.
There you go. That would be nice.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, especially after Christmas. It's hard, I
Yep.
mean, we're all there with you, girl. We're all there with you.
Yep.
Yeah.
So that will be an option. I'll make sure I remember to add.
Yeah.
I couldn't do it when it was just through PayPal.
Yeah.
And PayPal has changed so many things that we invested in a new program, which is making things much easier and
More convenient, I think.
Yes.
Yeah, just more convenient. Yeah.
But for everybody else too.
Yeah.
So
I apologize, guys, for running so late. I didn't realize. We started late too. So
we started late, but still it was like an hour and 15 minutes. And I have to go live in like an hour. I am
like you got to go live in like a half
less
hour.
than an hour, like a half hour. So I am doing something totally fun because
yay. We love
I was
fun.
going to Rhinestone Genie has this new kit where you can do your own you can print out something and then punch the holes and you'll have your own personalized.
Oh my gosh, I didn't know that.
Okay. I thought I got you one, but I'll show it on my live. I did not do that though, because in my downtime, the last 2 days, I wanted to just play and make something that I had seen here and there. And so I'm using these Jenga blocks from the Dollar Tree.
Cute.
And I'm making a glue gun holder. Because I have always used like 20 years ago, I had this old plate that I used that I just used forever. And now when I do a glue gun, I'll have it on my craft sheet or I'll have a tile down. But it's always laying, and it's better to be in an upright position so the glue doesn't go everywhere. Well, I made a glue gun holder and I'm going to bling it up.
Oh, cute. I can't wait for that.
So that's what we're doing.
Okay.
So, be sure and join us in a half hour. Rebecca, all those crafty Dollar Tree ideas were taking up all my time. I just saved as many images as I could. Right. I mean,
Yep.
mostly during the break, I was working on Tiffany's magazine
She
and
was.
finishing up everything for my grandkids for Christmas. Um, but I did have the last 2 days where, I was going to make a template and I'm going to do it for BellaCon. I'm going to show it to you. I'm going to make a template for BellaCon so we can have blinged out t-shirts.
Oh, cool.
I know. I
I
know.
love that
Excited about
idea.
that.
I
But
love that idea. You did
but
not tell me about that.
no, I didn't. But so I'm going to do that. But I just wanted to really work with these stupid little wooden blocks and see if I could make that glue gun holder. And it turned out so cute.
I can't wait to see it. That's gonna be fun.
So join us in a half hour.
Yep. We'll be
We're so
back.
happy to be back and Happy New Year.
Yeah, and as you can tell, nothing has much changed with me. I'm still a goofball. So, and Ann is still reeling me in.
That's why we
But
work so well together.
we do,
20
But
plus years.
I know, right?
It's a friendship.
Yep, that is true. But until then, you guys always, as we say, make sure you take a little time to craft.
It is good for your soul.
It really is. All right.
Okay.
We'll see you in a half
Thanks,
hour,
everyone.
guys. Bye.
Bye.